Welcome to Daily Papers, the podcast where we break down fascinating new research. Today, we're talking about a creature that's an expert hunter, a master of strategy and precision.
A lion, maybe? A shark? An eagle?
Not quite. It's about 5 millimeters long, mostly transparent, and it's a baby. We're talking about the larval zebrafish.
A baby fish. Okay, you have my attention. What's so special about how a tiny baby fish hunts?
That's the million-dollar question. Its hunting technique is incredibly structured and predictable, almost like a little choreographed dance. And a new paper titled Dissecting Larval Zebrafish Hunting Using Deep Reinforcement Learning-Trained RNN Agents tries to figure out why they hunt the way they do by building a virtual one from scratch.
So they built an AI fish, like a character in a video game.
Exactly. The researchers created a very simple simulation. You have a virtual petri dish, some virtual food floating around, and our hero, a simple AI agent that's meant to be a zebrafish. It doesn't have a detailed fish body or anything. It just has 2 eyes, and it can do 3 things: swim forward, turn, and change the angle of its eyes.
Change the angle of its eyes. What does that mean?
It's something called vergence. Think about when you look at your finger and bring it closer to your nose, your eyes turn inwards to focus on it. That's convergence, a high vergence angle. When you look at something far away, your eyes point more or less straight ahead. Real zebrafish do this. They converge their eyes to get a 3D binocular view of their prey right before they strike.
Got it. So our little AI fish is in a simulation, and its goal is to hunt. How does it learn what to do? Did they show it videos of real fish?
That's the coolest part. No. They used a technique called deep reinforcement learning. You can think of it like training a puppy. You don't give it an instruction manual, you just give it rewards for doing the right thing.
So if the AI fish catches a piece of virtual food, it gets a digital treat.
Precisely. It gets a reward point, but there are also costs. Every move it makes, swimming, turning, even converging its eyes, costs a little bit of energy. So it's not just about catching food, it's about doing it efficiently. The AI's goal is to maximize its score by finding the best strategy through pure trial and error.
And what kind of brain did this AI have?
It used something called a recurrent neural network, or RNN. The key thing to know about an RNN is that it has a form of memory. It doesn't just react to what it sees in the moment, it can remember its last few actions. This is perfect for learning a sequence of behaviors, like a hunt.
Okay, so the experiment is set. We have a simple AI fish in a simple world, and its only motivation is to eat food efficiently. What happened? Did it just swim around randomly?
At first, yes, but after millions of trials, an amazing thing happened. The AI agent, all on its own, started behaving almost exactly like a real larval zebrafish.
No way. Without being taught?
Without being taught. For example, it figured out the vergence trick. When it was just exploring, its virtual eyes would be pointed outwards, but as soon as it detected prey, its eyes would swivel inwards to track the target just before a strike.
So it learned that spending a little energy to converge its eyes was worth it for the improved accuracy.
It made a cost-benefit analysis. Exactly. But it gets even more specific. Real zebrafish have a signature hunting move. As they pursue prey, they swim in these short little bursts called bouts. And researchers have noticed that with each bout, the fish reduces the angle between itself and its prey by about half.
So if the prey is 40 degrees to its right, after one swim burst, it'll be at 20 degrees, and after the next, 10 degrees, and so on.
You got it. It's a very distinct mathematical-looking pattern. And guess what the AI agent learned to do?
It learned the halving rule.
It learned the halving rule spontaneously. This suggests that this very specific strategy isn't just some random quirk of the zebrafish brain. It's likely the most optimal way to solve the problem of catching prey under these conditions.
So this paper isn't just about recreating a fish in a computer. It's about understanding the why. Why does this behavior exist in nature? And the answer seems to be because it's the most efficient strategy when you factor in the physics and the energy costs.
That's the core of it. The paper calls it a normative account. It's an explanation for why a behavior is the optimal solution to a problem. And having this AI model creates a virtual lab. The scientists can now mess with the rules in ways that are impossible with real animals.
What kind of things did they change?
They ran all sorts of virtual experiments. They asked, what if the prey moves faster? As you'd expect, the AI success rate went down. What if there's more food around? The AI spent less time on long, difficult hunts and just went for the easy targets. It learned to abort failed hunts more quickly. By tweaking these parameters, the energetic costs, the sensory abilities, the food density, they could identify the core set of constraints that are essential for the zebrafish-like behavior to emerge.
And what were the most important things?
3 things really stood out. First, having 2 eyes that provide better information when they work together, that's binocular sensing. Second, the way its movement is constrained. It can't turn sharply and move forward at top speed at the same time. And third, having modest energy costs for moving and for virgins. With just those simple rules, the complex, realistic hunting behavior just appears.
That is incredible. It feels like we're watching evolution happen in hyperspeed on a computer.
It's very much like that. It shows how complex strategies can arise from simple principles. And this has implications beyond just understanding this one fish. This approach could be used to study other animal behaviors.
I can also see how this connects to robotics and AI development. Instead of trying to program every single little behavior, maybe the key is to give the AI a clear goal, define the physical constraints and energy costs, and just let it figure out the most elegant solution on its own.
Absolutely. The paper suggests that things we often see as problems to be overcome in engineering, like energy costs or noisy sensors, might actually be productive forces that help an AI discover robust and clever strategies.
So, to sum it all up, researchers built a virtual baby zebrafish, gave it a simple AI brain with a bit of memory, and told it to learn how to hunt by getting rewards for food and penalties for wasting energy.
And without any direct instructions, that AI independently discovered the same sophisticated, efficient, and very specific hunting strategies that real zebrafish evolved over millions of years. It's a beautiful intersection of neuroscience, AI, and biology, all inspired by one very tiny, very hungry fish.